Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we are sort of barreling through structure, and we spoke about the double top yesterday. That's the zone of the double top there. You can see quite a bit of interaction. If I go to the left, you can see through time there's been quite a bit of support and resistance in this zone. So we are below it. We did close below it, and currently we sort of heading lower. Oscillators are pointing down, so it does look like we're looking for a little bit more to the downside. And the problem here is there's not much. I would argue that that's probably the next level there, which is the swing high here. Trend is still up though. This is the part that you do need to have your wits about you. So there's a lot of noise in the market at the moment. And just want to look that up. But have a look at that. We are in a channel. It could also be a flag. So a flag based on this previous move up. So that is the one option. If we start drilling down through the time frames, you're going to see we're coming into an area of support, still above the 155 and the 3 hour. Look where the oscillators are. They're not haven't turned yet, but they are heading to the downside. So well worth paying attention to. Now, the next step here is look at this little sort of what could be a zone of interest. So you can see how the oscillators are grouped to the downside. We are far away from the moving averages. We're very far extended. And we'll look at the 15-minute now, but it does look like there are a few gaps here. But this move above and below the moving averages is still very much in play. For me at the moment, looking at the hour, this is my area for the shorts. That is 41.14, and I would be looking to be testing this 40.75 area and possibly even 40.62 at the moment. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see us pop right up back above the moving averages again here as well. So this is a clear sit on hands for me today. There's just too much going on. You can see we sort of got going and then basically just reversed straight away. And it seems to be what's continuing to happen all week. Big up, big down, big confusion. Nobody really knows what's going on right now, me included. So typically what I do in a situation like this is just sit quietly and it being Friday, just enjoy the weekend. So there's a little gap here. You can see there's a little gap here. There's another gap up here and nothing further up. So you've got a gap there. You've got a gap. Where's that other one? You've got a gap there. And you've got a gap, very small one there as well. There's a bit of structure by that one. There's no structure here, but there's structure a little bit higher up. So for me, sorry, let's just fine tune that. This is what we need to pay attention to if we do get there sort of pre-market, 41.13. If we get back up there, then I'd be looking at an opportunity to potentially move the downside. Small position, really tight stop loss. But if we get above that and form base there, then that move is null and void. It does look like a little bit of diversions here brewing ever so slightly, but nothing really to write home about. So for me, the confusion continues. Big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down. And now you see buyers coming in at the bottom. The weekly, if you look at this, this is a zone of interest. You can see how often we've come into this area. So you should not expect it just to fly through it if we are moving to the upside. And you also should not expect it to find support there once it's broken through that easily. There's nothing really else in the zone that's going to help us, but the weekly inside bar is also telling. So that could be a situation of another move down. Major point here is it is a higher high over the previous swing high. So that is a second higher high. There's a higher low here. So this could also be a bigger channel to the upside. Not confirmed yet though. Let's just do this. There you go. So there's our channel. It's got 1, 2, 3 touches at the moment. So it could move all the way down to the bottom into the moving averages here on the weekly, and then start moving back up to make another higher high. But for me at the moment, this is poised for to either trap the longs, or the stop losses have been eaten up for those that were long, the retail traders that were long, and now institutions get in to drive it back the top of this little channel. But this is confusion. I mean, the whole week has been sideways to down, above and below moving averages. It's not a clear trend. So for me, I am going to sit on the sides. I've done my loss for the week, and we'll pick up trading next week, hopefully with a different outlook. Anyway, that's kind of my confused outlook for this morning. I hope it helps you somewhat, but if it doesn't, keep the money in the pocket, and it's always a profitable trade, and enjoy your weekend. We'll catch up with you on Monday. Cheers for now.